East Atlanta's in the building.
Tanny.
JID, welcome to the show. I'm really excited to have you. I was even asking Gio earlier. I'm like, what is his energy on today? Because every time I see you, you on stage turning up.
Yeah.
And the mosh pits be crazy. So I'm like, is he gonna come in like, really excited? Is he soft-tempered? Like, what is the energy? And of course, you cool as a fan. And I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Anyway, now I've always thought that JID stood for something extremely prolific.
Mm-hmm.
I always did. I'm like, I wonder what it stands for. I can't wait to ask him. And then, of course, doing my research, JID, your grandmother was calling you this because you were a jittery kid.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now, that's still prolific because your grandmama named you that.
Yeah.
So you were a jittery kid? Talk to me about that. One of them silver tooth on the Kool-Aid all the time, acting up?
No, not the silver teeth. You stupid. No, I was just active. You know what I'm saying? I was just always moving and stuff. Always asking questions. Always like in something. So she just called me jittery. You know, like we from the South, so it just sounded like J.I.D.
Yeah.
So it's really simple. You know what I'm saying? I was just a wild little fun, crazy, getting into something, little boy.
Do you still feel like you're like that in a way?
In a way, yeah. But I'm a grown ass man, so.
I feel that. Hello, we gonna get into all of that too. Now, it's been, I don't want to say it's been a minute because 2020 is when we had projects coming out. You've been jumping on other stuff. You jumped on Earth Games project that came out in February. The freestyle that you dropped in June, I was really happy about because it felt like you were laying low, but then in hindsight, when you look back at it, it's like, things were coming out. And then D-Day came out. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying?
I've been on hella, like a lot of albums too.
Yeah.
Like big albums. So.
Yeah. But I just know your fans just want you, they ready for you.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So talk to me about the space that you're in and kind of like, where you're at with everything in reference to putting out the project that all your fans are waiting on. Right. And just where you've been throughout this time as far as like, your mental.
Yeah, it's been a journey, you know what I'm saying? Adjusting to like the industry and like learning how to maneuver through the business and making sure all of that is straight. And then like, of course, like you deal with family stuff. So it's not all been bad. It ain't all been good, but you know what I'm saying? I'm blessed.
Yeah.
As far as like the music and stuff, I've just been like constantly working at it. It's been like, the process, trying to get stuff clear, making sure everything sounds right, being able to like stand behind it. So I feel like we're at that point. I'm good, and it's time. You know what I'm saying? We getting real close to dropping an album.
Yeah. Yeah. When you dropped 29 Freestyle though, and I listened to it, it sounded so effortless. You even laugh at the end of the track and give a little chuckle, like that was just a one and done. Did you jump into the studio and just record that real quick?
Yeah.
What about the production too? Can you talk to me about that? Because everything is just flawless, and it's giving me this energy that you're going to hit us with something creative in a way that we haven't seen from you before.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah. No, okay. I'm glad you got that inclination because you're right, though.
Okay.
It was just like a freestyle, but even the time signature on that is super, like, artsy. It wasn't too much, like, I didn't even expect people to even understand it all the way. Mm-hmm. The time signature is a little weird. It's like an Ethiopian sample.
Okay.
Producer Christo made it. And I don't know, it just felt like art. It didn't even feel like I was trying to, like, make this like a number one hit or anything.
Yeah.
I just wanted to put it out there. It was like, this is another form of like, it felt like another genre of rap to me. I don't know, like it was a different time signature. Like not a lot of people do it. And I think I did it like pretty good. I felt good about it. That's why we just put it out.
Yeah, really good. Yeah. Like flawless. It really sounded like, okay.
On God.
Yeah. Like this is what you've been working towards in order for people to now listen and hear that off of rip. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's always been it. But this lane just sounds like you're going into a different space creatively.
Exactly.
And it excites me in a way where, things are really about to go up, more up than they have been.
God willing, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Now, in the meantime, whenever I think of Dreamville, I think of artists who just have this raw talent. Like, y'all really be spitting.
Yeah.
Ari is an amazing vocalist. And how do you kind of stay inspired with, like, your teammates? And who kind of brings that out of you where you're like, oh, I gotta get back in the studio. Like, who do you bounce off of when it comes to energy and, creativity?
For a while, like, I remember when we was first getting into it, like, me and Earth Gang used to stay in the same house. This was, like, 4 years
You
ago.
guys sound literally, when
Yeah.
you guys, when Earth Gang came, I think I told them, I said, "Oh, JID is the third member," because it
That's
just
too funny.
sounds
Yeah.
great as a collective. But
So
go ahead,
me getting
Earth Gang.
adjusted to it, like they part of the reason I even do this.
Yeah.
So they helped me like a lot during the time when I was like trying to get adjusted and figure out like sounds, and they just opened my mind up to a lot of different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But as of now, like I kind of just gotta drive. I always had a good work ethic, so it's nobody gotta make me feel like getting in the studio. I
Right.
could hear an artist and be like, oh yeah, like I want to record, but it's not like a specific person.
Right.
I think it's like it's just in me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because
Yeah.
I wake up and just want to do it regardless if it's gonna come out in a year or tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's still gonna get done. It's kind of like a release. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Organic release in a way. So I just try and I don't know. I wake up. If I wake up, I'm gonna definitely like try and put something towards my my gifts or work at the next goal. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Of course, because you're blessed to be here and to have that opportunity to, perform and to do what you love.
Exactly.
And on such a big scale. I feel like the position that you play too, when it comes to the festivals, baby.
Yeah.
And that's crazy when there's not like a huge radio push and like, this big mainstream situation. But
Yeah.
then you could do a festival and everybody's losing their mind. How do you think that, your music is translating to your fans in that way for that to even happen?
Yeah, like, cause I'm a touring artist, you know, so I'm an album artist and a touring artist.
Yeah.
I never really like, I love radio. It's great, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? And we've been making like efforts to get deeper into it. But as far as just performing, like I'm just fired. I just kind of understand who I am as a person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not even kind of, I know who I am as a person. So
Come
I know
on with it.
what I gotta bring to the stage to bring this out of my fans or whatever.
Yeah.
And like I said, like my tours like go crazy. So even when
Overseas.
everywhere, they just
Yeah.
go crazy. My fans are super like loyal. They love me and they like give me my respect. Even like let me take my time with the music. You know what I'm saying? They still there.
Right.
But yeah, that's just really all it is. I just know how to perform at a festival. Like I can do that.
Oh, you turn up.
Yeah.
That's
it'd
why
be
I thought
crazy.
you was going to be bouncing in here.
No, I be chilling.
I can tell. Now, talk to me about, the different countries you've been to. Because before we got on this mic, we were talking about the food and all of that.
Yeah.
And, you just said, girl, you got to get out of America in order for me to get the fine dining.
Thanks.
So, when things started to happen for you, especially with Dreamville and just music in general, when you first went out on a limb and was able to go overseas to perform, what was that like for you?
Super surreal. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Were you a traveling family before any of that?
I got a huge family. I'm like the youngest of 7. So I mean, most we used to travel is like Florida.
Right.
It's like right below us.
That's
so
what I'm saying.
That ain't nothing. Like it's nice, of course.
Yeah.
We love Miami, we love Florida and all that. But you know what I'm saying? It was not me going out of these places. Like never going to London and
That's for a lot of
Germany.
us.
My father was in the army and all that, so he was in Germany for a bit. So he been out the country. Always bragged about like how nice it is. He always like pushes me like or pushes us towards like, yo, you need to go see things. Like that's how you learn. You know what I'm saying? I feel like even traveling all this touring and stuff,
Yeah,
I learned more than I did in school. You know what I'm saying?
of course.
100%.
Human experience.
Human experience. On God.
Yeah, that's what life is all about.
Yeah. So it's surreal. It feel good even being able like to have the pull from another country. Like, oh, we want him to come out here.
Yeah.
So we can sell him out or whatever. But yeah,
That's a big deal.
it's hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, we were talking about, the space that you're in this industry and how, like, you first jumped in. What do you think that you've learned when you look back and you kind of think about what you thought it was going to be like? And now that you're in it knee deep, what are some of the differences? Like, what did you think it was going to be
You always
in
think
comparison
it's-
to what it is?
You always think it's like a what's the Diddy video when in the shiny suits? You
Uh-huh.
feel me? That's what you think.
All About
that's
the
what you think.
Benjamin?
Yeah, all about the That's what you think it is. It's just like women, blah blah blah. Like, but nah, if it just depends on what you want to go for.
Right,
I don't want to be like. I'm not really tripping on being the most famous.
right,
I don't really care about that. That's not like what drives me to do it. It's not my motivation.
right. What is your motivation?
Really, I'm still like my motivation is like my family, of course. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? All the things like honoring God, honoring everything you believe in, like being a man, like morals and shit like that. Like that's
Yeah.
my motivation. Just making sure I'm a
Good
great
human.
man, a good human. Like, I
Yeah.
don't care about none of the other stuff. But when I came in the game, I thought it was all glitz and glamour. But I learned it's like business behind it, and then you can do all the fun shit, but you got to make sure you working. Like the hard work outdoes what is it? Hard work beats talent, all of that shit. And if you got talent, you just busting your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like you gonna get fruits of that labor, and that shit gonna be like pretty good.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just be trying to work hard and then find a medium. Like I be having fun, so I party like. I'm a wild boy, but at the same time, I like try to put the work first and stand on that. You know what I'm saying? Then try to like align myself in community with folks that's like that you can stand beside with the same morals, the same values as you. Like, you could be jaded by it's a lot of creeps and weirdos and this shit.
I'm sure.
And I don't fuck with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even play with like the devil shit. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I think
like
that shit weird as hell. That people even, so I don't know. I don't even tell them those lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it is.
That's a beautiful space to be in and a great realization to have because looking from the outside in, like you said, glitz and glamour, all the crazy mess, and then you get into it and you're like, oh no, I really got to work in order to keep
if you wanna,
this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in an interview we did yesterday, a nigga said, he was like, oh, you've been in the game for like 5 years. I'm like, oh shit, like that's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I made some major footprints.
No, you did.
Facts.
You did.
It's hard as fuck. So
you did.
I feel like blessed as hell. So.
And what it comes down to essentially is the lyricism. Yeah. Like when you cut the mic on, it ain't no
hey, you know what's crazy?
Mess.
I don't even be thinking like I'm a crazy lyricist.
You don't think so?
I just know how to say shit. I don't know. I know like the. How can I explain it? This is very weird. I know I'm tight, like with words. I know I'm a lyricist. But I just think I'm fly with words. I just think I'm slick with it. I don't even be trying to say the most.
You don't?
Nah.
I was going to ask too, how do you keep up with making things better? Because as, a rapper, a lyricist, you got to kind of experience life and make connections in order for it to be witty and creative and all these things. So how do you kind of up it each time?
I'm a funny nigga. Like my I don't know, like I haven't even like, I don't even be giving my personality like I be chilling. I just try and put it into the music. I'm not like a cloud chase or whatever the fuck you call it. But yeah, I'm a funny nigga. It comes off naturally. Yeah, my niggas know like I'm a funny nigga. I will have niggas on the floor dying laughing. I just try to put that into the music. If that's what the subject deems, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or if it's real shit, like I can go there too. I just know how to communicate.
Right.
Like,
ooh,
through
hello.
Music, yeah.
Through music. Okay, so wait, are you like are you bad in every other way? What would the ladies say?
Damn, see?
You don't even text back. You one of those?
Right.
Man. I'm sorry, sis.
I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle, but I'm in a place right now in my life. I got to get this right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to be a great father, great husband, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Great boyfriend, whatever I need to be. But this time right now, I got to get this right because this could set up legacy.
Yeah.
I'm not even really trying to be the greatest communicator on that. If I could talk to these fans, that's my wife right there. You feel me?
Yeah.
The music, that's the, yeah.
I love that. That's where the focus is and the discipline. And I think everything else rolls in afterwards, when you create that space for it. So as long as your head is strong and like we said, becoming a good, like making sure that being a good human comes first.
That's hard.
Everything else, comes in smoothly after. So they say, because I wouldn't know yet because I'm still on the journey.
Oh,
feel me?
Everybody is though.
Right. That's for sure. Now, we got a project that's coming out soon and very soon.
Yeah.
Your fans have been tweeting names out, and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Oh, it's called The Forever Story.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a sequel to the Never Story, which came out. That was like my first album.
Yeah. Okay.
That came out through Dreamville Interscope. Yeah, it's like the sequel. I've been doing that like with my projects, making it like a 1 and 2, because I like, movies.
Yeah.
When you see a movie, like, dang, are they gonna make
Where's
another
the
one?
part two
You seen the
to
new
it?
Wakanda shit finna come out? Like,
yeah, you did it with DiCaprio. Yeah.
Yeah. So
now, what about the energy behind it and the features? I know you're not gonna say too much.
Yeah, I got some great features on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, some unexpected, but some great features. What did you say? What did you ask me before that?
The energy behind the project and in reference to the features that you have too.
Yeah. The energy behind it is really just, it's kind of like an origin story.
Okay.
But you still get like the same like jittery JID. You're gonna get like some more singing. You're gonna get like more intentional, like storytelling.
Okay.
And it's just good, like, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
just think it's just good music. It feels like some super soulful black shit, but it's like rap shit. And then it's like, of course, you get the tones of trap. Like, I'm from East Atlanta, so
So you're incorporating all of that.
all of the goddamn, all of that encompasses. It's just a clusterfuck.
Right.
Good, like, you know
of all of the music that makes you who you are.
Exactly.
Because I know that you got the soul in you.
Yeah,
and that's
100%.
what you grew up listening to. You know? So on your free time, what artists are you listening to? Or do you kind of shut yourself out so you're not influenced by, you know, whatever else is happening?
Being that, like, I didn't initially, like, all my life want to be an artist. You know how people say, I want to be an artist my whole life. Like, no.
What do you want to be?
I'm sorry, like a football player.
Really?
Yeah,
oh, yes, you did play football.
I was him.
Yeah.
I used to be him, like,
what position did you play? I don't know much about football.
Kick, return, punt, return, like defense.
And then you had an injury.
Yeah, that was in high school. And then I went on full scholarship to a school. I got kicked out. And
what did you do and why?
Being a hot boy, I was just living too fast. Like, I really found out I could rap in college because we used to freestyle like all the time. But I was like
good
on
at
the football team, and everybody like, bro, did you rap? I'm like, nah, I'm just saying what I like to say.
Yeah.
So back of the bus, we used to be rapping at the games or whatever. Like, if we won,
yeah.
lose, everybody just.
But it wasn't like a thing that you've always been dreaming about as a child.
But you know what? I had inclinations. Like, when I was a kid, I would hear a song one time and I just remember the whole shit, or I could like sing something exactly how I heard it.
Yeah.
So my voice was kind of like developed, and my mom and my dad can sing. And my cousin is Jonte Austin. I don't know if you know that. If you know
wow.
That's my cousin.
Yes.
Like, so as a kid, I'm playing all
Stop
sports.
Playing.
Yeah, that's blood. Like, oh God.
He was writing for Tony and them when he was like 17.
Oh God, he wrote for Chris Brown, Mary.
Yeah, everybody.
We belong together. Mariah Carey, all this shit.
Hello.
He's a genius.
So it runs in the family.
Yeah,
hey,
and I didn't notice that as a kid. I was like, oh, I'm an athlete. But no, I'm actually really short, and you actually should have been doing this music early. You probably should have went to one of those artistic schools.
Yeah.
I was super inclined musically, bro. Even I used to be able to like play drums as a kid. My dad said, you just pick it up and just make it sound right. So I had all these inclinations, but I never did it until I was like 21.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, I'm like, oh, this is something you really. It's like not falling in. It's like not marrying your first love. You know what I'm saying? My first love was football, but I didn't marry her.
Right.
I married the other girl, like, which is music. So
yeah. And then you started cheating on the other girl with the music, and then you like the music better.
I like the music better.
Yeah, I get it. It be like that sometimes. That's life.
Yeah, but that's how that started. I was just rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know how it is with the homies. You probably freestyle before too.
Of course. I used to think I was a rapper.
That's hard.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, absolutely. So I know exactly what you mean by that. Yeah. I'm just not as musically inclined as you are. And that's why I talk and let you do the music.
We got different areas we great at.
Yeah. So what was the energy with your family when that happened? Were they like, finally? Or were they like, oh, wow, you really have this talent? Were they surprised?
They were surprised. They didn't understand. They didn't even think. It was like, oh, you want to be a rapper? Because that's typical. You know what I'm saying? It's typical for a dude from Atlanta to say you want to be a rapper. Like, that's our ecosystem. So I don't know. I feel blessed that I even found like the voice inside of myself to like, I don't know.
To do it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a big step. And it wasn't like major support from the top.
And to take it seriously.
Yeah.
Do you remember that first record that you went into the studio with and was like, hey, this is what I'm doing?
It's kind of hard. No, I remember, the first song that I made that I was like, oh, you kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's called Proverbs. It's kind of, it's online right now. I still listen to it. I'm like, oh.
And it's still hot when you listen to it today?
It was like the first one I sat down, got a beat from somebody, and like the whole song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's still tight to me to this day.
Okay.
Thanks.
Now I'm going to go back.
Yeah. It's tight.
Because a lot of people be like, don't go back to that first one. But the
no.
fact that you said that and the confidence behind it, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Damn, that's what's up. Now, what about artists that, you want to work with in the future? Or has there been anyone that you have your eye on? Because you got some great features.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Method Man?
Crazy.
Like, huh?
Crazy. That's legendary.
Cole, of course.
Yeah.
But Meth?
I got one for you on here. I always like try to incorporate the OGs. The OGs on the album.
And it means something when the OGs are willing to do it because they don't think everything's hot.
I'm going to fuck you up on this album. It's going to fuck you up.
See?
Got it. Great one.
I'm excited about it.
Rare, great.
Yeah. I'm excited about it. So are there people that you're like, man, I can't wait to work with this person and, you know, collab with them, make greatness that you want to put out into the air, get that manifestation
There's so
going?
many great artists. I love, like, I want to work with Steve Lacy. I love his new album.
Yo, my nieces
Crazy.
and my little cousins love Steve Lacy.
Steve Lacy's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Coffee.
Yes,
I
love coffee.
Yo, this is gonna be so random. It was a girl. It was a random little Instagram video. I'm gonna be one of the greatest.
Yo, stop it. Yes.
I was like, yo,
she's
she
fire.
is cold. Like, but I only seen that. I feel
Same.
like I need to find her.
No,
Like,
seriously.
yeah, because I followed the page that I first seen it on, but I didn't think it was her. I think it was just like a meme. But
Yeah, because everybody's using the background music.
it need to be like a. Remember the neo soul scene?
Yeah.
D'Angelo, Lauryn Hill.
That
Erica,
is
when
my
that
favorite.
whole little that community.
Yeah.
Like
That's your vibe?
almost, I don't know, because my vibe just changes a lot, but I
Yeah.
want to see that type of like scene again.
Yeah.
Like super soulful, super black, like powerful love. Like I just
Bringing it
remember
back.
that. Like who else? Like Angie Stone. Like
Yes.
even India Arie was like an extension of that. You know what I'm saying? In her
Yeah.
time.
All of them.
I don't know. I'm in love with that time period of music.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
same. And you know what? I feel like we're kind of slowly getting back to the essence,
Mm-hmm.
especially with, you know, artists trying to bring house back or bringing house back. Let me not say trying to, because that all comes from the essence of, you know, black music.
Yeah.
And I think we're slowly getting there, but in a major way. So, hey, the neo soul is probably on its way too.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. What is something that you want to leave with your fans on this new project? Like, you know, the main message that you really want them to get.
I'm really just being intentional about like letting them dive into like who I am a little bit more. Cause I'm kind of guarded, you know what I'm saying? Cause
Right.
you got to be in this industry or in life, period. So I make sure I keep myself guarded in things that's like really close to me.
Right.
But I'm just giving like a deeper dive to show like who I am and a little bit more of what I can do. And I don't know. I feel like it's gonna solidify a few things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Solidify the name.
Right.
I think it already is solidified, but
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
With the freestyle alone, I could feel the energy.
Feel me?
I'm really excited for you.
I
And
appreciate
hey,
that.
when the album comes out, please come back.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
can deep dive.
Yeah.
From 1 to I don't know, but it's okay. Don't tell me. But we're gonna deep dive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you good with that?
I'm good with it. I'm proud.
Of course. It's Hot